I know for me, I'm very confident in Pat Freiermuth. I'm confident in Zach Gentry as a blocker. I think that I want to see more from him as he continues to emerge as a receiver, but we haven't seen it just yet. But then after those two guys,
right,
that's where I started to have my concerns. That's the part where I started to look and I say, man, we are rather thin. We are very thin. I mean, as it says right now, it's Kevin Rader and Connor Hayward. Hayward as,
And we're definitely not considering Connor Hayward a tight end, right? He's fullback.
I would agree. To me, he's a fullback, but he works with the tight ends right now, and he wears a tight end number.
Yeah. Wait,
remember that?
When's the last time that's happened, though?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because, I mean, Rosie was 45.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's got to be someone that did that recently. Maybe not recently. Maybe in the last 20. I swear there's been a dude that was... Do I want to say Johnson? Kobe Johnson?
Hold on.
80-something? But, like, he played fullback for us. He's like a backup tight end or third string tight end.
Talking about David Johnson?
Maybe.
David Johnson, but he was at 80 numbers.
Did he? So that's what I'm talking about.
David, it was Dredge was on the
Yeah, I think that's what I'm talking
was that?
about.
He was on 10. I think he was in 08 as well. Was it? Yeah. He was definitely there for 10 when they went to the Super Bowl because he was there with me. We played 2 years? I think we got 2 years together. Maybe 2 because he was gone and then came back. He was in San Diego when I came out here, and then he came to us. Yeah, was it second and third or third and fourth year when I was here? But it's David Johnson. Yeah,
I'm just saying you don't normally see like tight ends that are rocking the 80.
Yeah, because he wore fullback. And we definitely would move him around, and he was the lead blocking type dude. Yeah, especially when like Rosie was dealing with his injuries and stuff too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you. I mean, Pat Freiermuth, I'm expecting a huge jump.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I'm seeing it, he could maybe even have, I was going to say, best tight end in the league type of season. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I'll just put it to you that way. That would be my perfect scenario. Okay. But I do think from where he started last year, the jump should still be significant enough where it's like 800 yards, double-digit touchdowns, 60, 70 catch. I don't think that's too far-fetched. Like,
why would that be?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you. Heck
but
yeah.
In terms of like having the best tight end season in the league next year, I think it's actually in the realm of possibility. I just put it to you that way. Because it's happened. It's happened. I was looking this up, I don't know how many weeks ago, but a dude becoming like the best tight end in the league could happen like in their second year. It happened with like Gronk. It happened with Jimmy Graham.
Well,
so why not Freiermuth?
No. If you're talking from a talent perspective, without a doubt, he's more than talented, more than consistent enough. To me,
he's got to get the volume.
Not just that, but the two guys you said was Gronk and Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Who were throwing Gronk and Jimmy the ball?
Fair.
That's my only hang up. Just based on what I'm seeing, I don't know if they're going to put the ball in their hand that much like how those guys did for him to become that. Because talent-wise, I'm right there with you. I don't see, and obviously, I played outside linebacker, I played inside linebacker. I've faced Gronk, I faced Hernandez, I faced Jimmy G, I faced Jimmy Graham. I would say Jimmy
the OG Jimmy G.
The real Jimmy
was the first
G.
Jimmy
Yes,
G.
yes. I had to
no one called him that though.
I know. I was like, let me clarify that. But it's like, I've seen Heath. We've faced those caliber guys. I look at Pat, I'm like, bro, Pat is definitely in those conversations without a doubt. The subtlety in his route running, the twitchiness, the strong hands, the leaping ability. Yes. My biggest hiccup with him, though, is just what the quarterback or what they're going to look like, and ultimately how big of a leash are they going to give those guys? Because I could very well see it where they're saying, you know what, parameters. If you keep Mitch and Kenny or Mason early on with guards on them, then they're going to be very successful. They're going to minimize a lot of the potential damage because they're not going to be exposed to any of that negativity. But that would very much limit Pat. That would very much limit these receivers. But the flip side is for them to open it up and really allow them to focus and feed guys the way that I think that they could. you also open them up to potential negativity. And I just don't know if the Steelers are going to want to operate like that this year. Not saying that it couldn't change in the back end or even next season, but I don't know if they're going to want to take that approach this year with the most important position. You essentially going to be learning about these guys on the fly week in and week out, because we haven't had any of these guys outside of Mason doing the regular season play for us. Yeah. That's the only hiccup that I have with it, because if you're just talking talent, he's definitely up there with those guys.
Two things. Unless the parameters are like 49ers with Jimmy G and George Kittle, where you that's the parameter where Freiermuth's the main target. We're just going to feed him a ton. But maybe we might have to accept for hopefully not too long. Hopefully it's just maybe something like this year that Freiermuth is Kelsey with Alex Smith, and then because we saw how Kelsey emerged.
I think that's more. I think that's more on par. I think
he was still really good, but it was just like you knew there was something still out there.
You can see the difference, and it wasn't a Kelsey issue. It was the quarterback, and it wasn't saying that Alex Smith wasn't a good quarterback. It's just he wasn't an elite quarterback. He wasn't Patrick Mahomes. So when I guarded Kelsey then too, I didn't know what that dude.
And that was before he was Kelsey. I remember you talking about that.
It's like, bro, you're like, yo, this dude is a problem to deal with. Like, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to me, coach? Don't have me. I don't want to guard this guy no more. Like, what we doing here? But when it's Alex Smith, you're like, yo, we can get away with it. We all right. When it's Mahomes, you see what it looks like. So with Pat, I just think that very similar to what you just said right there. It'd be more the Alex Smith vibe.
Yeah, he just
hopefully it's more than that. But I think that to me, that's kind of what I anticipate this year looking like for Pat.
But that's still, Kelsey's first 3 or 4 years in the 800-yard range. I think he was between like 7, 9, almost 10 touchdowns. So it's very feasible. Very feasible.
Absolutely, man.